Hey everyone, welcome into the Arena Multiplatform Gaming News Podcast Morning Show. So I'm your host, Expat, along with my co-host. On
Burly
Twitch,
Man
he needs
Gaming.
no introduction, but maybe on YouTube, not so many people know him yet. But anyway, Burly of Burlyman Gaming on Twitch. He's my partner and co-host on all of our content over on Patreon, as well as for the Arena Multiplatform Gaming News Podcast. So Burly, welcome in, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm just waiting for the spiritual to be able to fully kick in. It's about 70% kicked in right now.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So, yeah, you were telling me that, you like woke up really early today. So,
Well,
in anticipation for this, right? Yeah.
oh yes, I couldn't sleep. It made me toss and turn all night, and I woke up every 2 hours just all because of this. Because I want to make this awesome for y'all.
Thanks, Burley. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Okay. So, let's kind of give a brief introduction of ourselves. Okay. I'm expat and I'm originally from San Francisco, California in the US. And I've been living in Japan for almost 26 years this year. But I'm an avid gamer. I love multiplayer platform games, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, games on PC as well, and handheld gaming, VR gaming as well. So I'm pretty much into everything. I love sports. I'm into sports. I'm into movies, and especially sci-fi movies, things like that. And we have a lot of other content that we do, things on sci-fi movies and particularly Marvel, things like that. So, that's me. How about you, Burley?
Well, I'm a Canadian Twitch streamer.
Mm-hmm.
I play all types of different games on all the different freaking platforms. I go
Yeah.
between retro to modern. I stream all types of stuff. So, like for my channel, you'll see platformers, action adventures, RPGs,
Mm-hmm.
your turn based, your action RPGs, all sorts of stuff. And I do a lot of things with giving the ability for my viewers to interact with the stream with like stream loots and stuff like that, so they can make it either more fun or they could make things harder, like I'm doing with Nino Cooney in the deck I built.
Yeah. Yeah. That's, like I played that game like 10 years ago. I mean, and I was watching you stream it today. It was pretty interesting. Yeah. A little bit of nostalgia in that, but, yeah, I'm also a Twitch streamer. I haven't streamed recently, but I'm more into content creation, of course, over on YouTube as well as here on Twitch, and also our podcast, the Arena Multiplatform Gaming News Podcast. I am the host of that, as well as all the other content that we do on Patreon. So, the Arena Productions on Patreon. So, I'm gonna try to get into more streaming this year, Burley, and we'll talk about that when we do our normal weekly podcast this coming Saturday. So we'll talk about that some more. But anyway, so this is a weekday morning in the US and in Canada, of course, on the East Coast, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I decided to call this the morning show. Obviously, in Europe, it's the afternoon. Obviously, here where I am in Japan, in Asia, it's the evening. It's a little after 9 p.m. now in the evening on Monday night. But since, of course, Burley, my co-host, is in Canada, close to Toronto, and it's on the Eastern time zone, I figured, what the hell? I'll call this a morning show. So,
At
I
least
guess
for
it
one of
works.
us, it's the morning.
Yeah, exactly. At least for one of us. But I mean, yeah, it's a show about gaming news, and like for our gaming podcast, we talk about the week's gaming news. So I figured we would do this weekdays, and each day the biggest story, or maybe one or two stories in the world of video games and the video game industry, we would talk about. So let's get to it, Burley. So the first one I want to get to here is, obviously, this was sent to us by our other co-host on the Arena Multiplatform Gaming News Podcast, Turn-Based Carl. He gave this to us, and to start the year, this is a little bit distressing
Oh yeah.
because a lot of gamers are kind of head over heels kind of freaking out about NFTs and what that could mean. And I'm going to go ahead and show you this story. So let me go ahead and open it up here. So, yeah. And I'll give you guys, this is the Square Enix president's letter. It's kind of a New Year's letter that he sent out. And I'm just going to read a little bit of it. If you want to read the entire letter, you can go to the link that's provided here. But I'm going to go ahead and read just a little bit of it from what the CEO, Matsuda Yosuke, said. He's the CEO, the president representative director of Square Enix Holdings. So he talks, of course, about NFTs being the non-fungible tokens, the advent of NFTs using blockchain technology, and how it significantly increased the liquidity of digital goods, blah, 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 blah. He goes on to talk about that. But what I really want to talk about, and I'll read this one paragraph, which is probably the most kind of cringe-worthy part of this letter to most gamers out there. He says, I realize that some people who, quote, play to have fun, end quote, and who currently form the majority of players have voiced their reservations toward these new trends, being like NFTs and things like that. And understandably so. However, I believe that there will be a certain number of people whose motivation is to, quote, play to contribute, end quote, by which I mean to help make the game more exciting. Traditional gaming has offered no explicit incentive to this latter group of people, who are motivated strictly by such inconsistent personal feelings as goodwill and volunteer spirit. This fact is not unrelated to the limitations of existing UGC, which stands for user-generated content. UGC has been brought into being solely because of individuals' desire for self-expression and not because any explicit incentive existed to reward them for their creative efforts. I see this as one reason that there haven't been as many major game-changing content that were user-generated as one would expect. So, Burley, what do you think of what Matsuda-san says here? Pretty cringe-worthy, eh?
Oh, this is hella fucking cringe. This is basically what this reads as. We want to make more money off our fucking games. We want you to do this, pay more, get more out because we want more profit. And because NFTs and metaverse and all this other shit is trending,
yeah,
we're thinking of doing it. But yet they don't see the backlash of Ubisoft. Ubisoft has taken a hit on this. Like, a lot of people just left Ubisoft.
Yeah.
And it was over this and other stuff. It's like, Ubisoft is getting killed on this. You want to try and go into this, Square? Come on.
Yeah.
Like, I know they are a stubborn Japanese company and they want more and more profit, but it's
yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, it might work out here in Asia more than it probably will in the West. I don't know, because Ubisoft being, in Canada and, but, Square Enix being out here in Japan, and a lot of people play games on mobile as well. So you figure that they can really take advantage of that market. So
yes and no. Like, I don't know how much in Japan people are really going to want the NFTs. Like, I know the mobile market is huge in Japan. Like,
yes.
It is big over here in North America, but nowhere near as big as it is over there. Like, if you really want to print money, just make another Dragon Quest mobile game there, and I think as soon as you release it, you get your development costs in 5 minutes back.
Yeah.
And then the rest after that is pure profit.
Yeah. Yeah. So how bad do you think this is going to get in 2022, Burley? Do you think this is, this is going to be something that every single company is going to try to take advantage of?
There's going to be a lot of companies that are on the fence on this. What they're probably waiting to do, I think EA is just sitting on the fucking fence right now on this.
Yeah.
And just being like, how is this going to work for Ubisoft, Square? Let them be the guinea pigs. And if it worked decent enough for them, we just do it. There's a lot of game companies that are waiting on the fence.
Yeah.
I'm just praying that the big three, Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, All three stay away. I could see, I think Nintendo will stay away from it.
I can see Microsoft staying away from it too. I don't know. With
Yeah.
Phil Spencer, I don't know. I think that they would probably not want to get into that kind of mess. We'll see, but Sony,
Who the hell knows with Sony?
we don't know.
That's what scares me.
Yeah,
This is not something, because I don't want to buy games that have this whole NFT in there, because then you're supporting them.
right.
I don't want like the new Horizon to come out and it's got this as like,
Oh, come on, Burley. You know that Horizon's probably going to have a ton of this stuff in it.
no, please
Hopefully not, but
Please don't.
bet you a case of spiritual opium right now that it's that's going to have a ton of NFT stuff in it. That and God of War Ragnarok. Watch, it's going to have a ton. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Let's hope not, but
Not that even the Sith would do this.
yeah. So all of you listeners and viewers here on Twitch and on YouTube, when I say spiritual opium, and Burley's going to probably say this a lot, when we do our morning shows on the weekdays, spiritual opium refers to a comment that was made in Chinese media about how gamers in China were being hooked on games as though they were taking, quote, spiritual opium, end quote. So, and that was in the media in China. So Burley and we picked it up and we just ran with it. So.
Yeah. It's one of those things with the podcast. We did it. We thought it was a good little joke for just like a one session thing, and then we've just taken it and ran with it.
Right.
And it's just been a good thing. And then there are times expat will hear me just say it, and he's like, "No, why is he still with us? Why?"
Yeah, and we like make friendly bets with each other, like, "Oh, I'll bet you a case of spiritual opium on this announcement not being made," or something like that. We
or
do
this
that.
Game ain't coming in 2022. This is
Exactly.
2023.
Exactly. So, all right, I'm going to move over here just a second, and then we'll move into the next story. So let's go to Games with Gold. So we got our Games with Gold are actually out now. So those of you who have Games with Gold or are a Xbox Ultimate subscriber, some of these games are already out now. So let's go ahead and talk about them a little bit. So I will go ahead and read these, Burley. Okay. So so the first game is called Neurovoider. So Neurovoider is out from January 1st through the 31st. So set in a cybernetic world and featuring an original soundtrack from cyberpunk artist Dan Terminus. Battle through hordes of vigilante robots. Awesome. Vigilante robots. I like that. Using endless combinations of nuclear-powered weapons. Play co-op with up to 4 of your friends or rampage alone in this hack-and-slash twin-stick shooter. So that's the first one. Next up is Aground. So Aground is out from the 16th of January through February 15th of next month. And that is... I'll go ahead and read it for you. For humanity to survive and reach the stars, you'll need to craft and build. Whether unlocking new technology, raising dragons, or launching into space, the sky is literally not the limit. Recover what was lost and rebuild everything. So that looks interesting. So Radiant Silvergun. Radiant Silvergun is an Xbox 360 game, and it's out now from January 1st through January 15th. So, yeah. Let me go ahead and read that for you. So, Restored by Treasure, the legendary vertical shooter returns with the same shoot-'em-up gameplay, which made the original arcade version so famous. New additions, such as the Ikaruga-style shooting mode, help elevate the fun in this fantastic shooter. And then finally, so this is my most anticipated one from this list, Space Invaders. Yay! Infinity Gene. Coming January 16th through the 31st. So the game that defined video games for generations. Yep, that's me, of course. I go all the way back to the Atari 2600 days. I loved my Space Invaders on the 2600. So, the game that defined video games for generations is back with a new twist. Play a total of 143 stages, which evolve in both look and feel the more you play. Unlock new stages, new power-ups, and new features, all to imaginatively stunning visuals. So, yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and play this, and this is going to show some clips of each of the games for this month with the games with gold. So as I play this clip, Burley and I will chat a little bit about them. So let me go ahead and start it. Okay,
So this
Burley?
is what, like the 1,000th Space Invader game?
Yeah. So go ahead.
I'm still surprised Gamester Gold is still a thing.
Yeah.
Because they've been saying forever that they want to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Space Invaders, yay! Yeah, I don't know if they're going to get rid of gold this year or not. I really don't know. I don't think any of us know yet. So
I think by 2024 it's gone.
Okay.
I'm calling it now.
2024. Why not 2023?
I have a feeling it potentially, but they may just giving you a long time.
Okay. I see. Aground. So, yeah. Wow. Kind of reminds me of steampunk. Yeah.
The graphic style reminds me of like some old PC games, like indie PC games.
Yeah, definitely. So, Radiant Silvergun. Yeah. One of those twin stick type of shooters. Yeah.
I always love to look at these games, but I suck ass at them.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to go to the arcades here in Japan and play games like this all the time. Yeah. Now Space Invaders. Yeah. So what is it? 143 different modes. Look at that. Mm-hmm. Oh man, brings back all that nostalgia from Space Invaders. Yeah. If only they had that. If only they had these modes back in 1978.
Oh, yeah, imagine your Atari 2600.
God. Yeah, it would have been something for sure. Yeah. Okay, so that's it for the games with gold. So now I'm going to go into our next clip right after this brief message. Okay. Okay, next up is our PlayStation Plus games for January. So they actually come out tomorrow on the 4th. So Persona 5 Strikers, Dirt 5, and Deep Rock Galactic. And what's interesting, and we were talking about this before we started the stream here, Burley and I, that for the past couple of months now, it's funny that Deep Rock Galactic is also on Game Pass on the Xbox side. And last month, one of the PS Plus games, Mortal Shell, was also on Game Pass as well. So it's interesting how PlayStation is stealthily sneaking in a game or two each month now for the past couple of months that are on Game Pass as well. Burley, what do you think of that?
Yeah, but you gotta get what you can get, because they're also going with what they try and know to make people happy. Because the thing is PlayStation Plus these games have been so inconsistent as all hell. You get a really good month, and then they'll go to like stuff that nobody wants. Yeah. So at least this year they're starting off good, which I'm really happy with, because the last couple months I was not too happy with PlayStation Plus. So yeah.
I mean, I think of these three games, obviously for me, I think Persona, Persona Strikers. I think that's the best one For me, I don't know. I've never really tried Deep Rock Galactic yet. I mean, I downloaded it on Game Pass, and I still haven't tried it yet. But and you were telling me, Burley, that you've actually played this before. You streamed it a long time ago, right?
Yeah, I streamed this probably about 2 years ago now. Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
it's been out on PC. Like I played it when I think it was like early beta.
Mm-hmm.
Me and one of my moderators, Carbletta, we streamed this, and even though it was buggy back then, it was still a lot of fun. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it has been a game I've been meaning to go back to, but it's nice to, hey, if you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber, you get this game and you can play it on your console.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the screen here and I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to play some of these videos while Burley is going to give the descriptions of these games, okay? So Burley, go ahead and take it away. I'm going to go ahead and start for Persona 5 Strikers. Okay, can you go for that?
Alrighty.
Yep.
Jump into the stylish world of Persona, an all-new story featuring the Phantom Thieves as they embark on an epic road trip across Japan. Summer vacation with close friends takes a sudden turn as a distorted reality emerges, thrusting you into an epic tale as you strike back against the corruption of overtaking cities. Dynamically control your team during explosive action combat as you reveal the truth and redeem the hearts of those imprisoned at the center of the crisis. So this is your action RPG, your like Dynasty Warriors kind of spinoff.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Did you play Persona 5, Burley?
I have. It is a game I'm slowly working on finishing.
Yeah, it's about a 200-hour game, man.
It's a 100-hour game because my only thing I like the game.
Yeah.
But it has a fucking pacing problem of there's just so much crap you've got to go through before you can go the regular. This game actually got me to go back into Persona 5 because I watched another streamer stream this. Mm-hmm. And the streamer, he loves Persona 5 and has told me, no, you can play this game. Just play this game without finishing Persona 5. Right. Because it's not going to screw the story for you. So, and I did pick this up because I got this last week on a really cheap sale, but I opened the goddamn thing. It's my damn thing, so I can't return it. And then they announced.
So, okay. Well. Yeah, but this is one I'll definitely probably play a little bit of for sure. So I'll probably be downloading it soon. Okay, let's go to the next one. Dirt 5. So Dirt 5, PS4 and PS5.
Yep.
So on this one. So go ahead, Burley. Go ahead and give the description.
Conquer stunning global routes and drive iconic roster of cars in an amplified off-road experience. Let loose in the boldest of racing experience ever with the star-studded career, 4-player split-screen online multiplayer. Ooh, 4-player split-screen.
Yeah.
That's in there. Playgrounds, creator mode, and more. Blaze a trail on global tracks, covering gravel, ice, snow, and sand, with your cars ranging from rally icons to trucks to GT heroes. Race on over 70 routes across 10 global locations, from New York's frozen East River to the glimmer of Norway's northern lights.
Yeah, I mean, this might be fun. I mean, I don't think this is anywhere, close in scale or scope as Forza Horizon 5 or anything like that, but yeah.
Oh god, no. This isn't. But you know what? For if you don't have Game Pass, you don't have an Xbox, you don't have a PC, you got a PS4 or a PS5.
Yeah, or PS5. This is perfect.
Yeah. You know what? I'll eventually download this and try this out.
Yeah.
See, my thing is, I'm never a racing guy, but I like that this is local split screen. Yeah. Because the nice thing is, I can bring this down for like Christmas time or holiday times. Mm-hmm. Bring this down to my dad. Yeah. And we can load it up. We can do split screen races.
Yeah, definitely.
That's still amazing to me that in these modern years, that like some games they won't have the split screen, mm-hmm. and then on some it's like the giant feature on the box is we have split screen.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and the last one, Deep Rock Galactic, Danger, Darkness, Dwarves. Okay, take it away, Burley.
Deep Rock Galactic is a 1 to 4 player co-op FPS featuring badass space doors, especially space doors,
Yeah.
100% destructible environments, procedurally generated caves, and endless hordes of alien monsters. Work together as a team to dig, explore, and fight your way through massive cave system with hordes of deadly enemies and valuable resources. You need to rely on your teammates if you want to survive the most hostile cave systems in the galaxy.
Yeah. Yeah, this does look fun. I really want to try this. It's just there's so many other games coming out. When I downloaded this, I just got sidetracked and never got
Oh,
around to it. But yeah.
this game is a lot of fun. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know about playing by yourself though.
Uh,
Like try it by yourself.
so this
'Cause
would kind of be a game like It Takes Two, where you'd want to play with somebody else, like co-op mode, right?
Yeah, well, this I think is just more fun with like multiple people.
Mm-hmm.
This is something I'll throw in rotation this year.
Mm-hmm.
And the nice thing is, even if I know people don't have the PC version, I know quite a few people that have PS Plus that will grab this, so
Yeah.
I can switch. The one thing I have to see is if this has crossplay.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Okay, so that is our list of the PS Plus games for January. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to our regular screen here. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay. So, yeah. So this week's episode of the Arena Multiplatform Gaming News Podcast, we're going to be talking about these games with gold and PS Plus, as well as our topic of the show this coming week is going to be our 2022 gaming resolutions, if we have any. If we have any. I mean, I know I do. I'm going to be talking about some of them. And all of you out there on Twitch and YouTube, if you have any resolutions for 2022 when it comes to gaming, like a particular platform that you want to focus on more, or more single player games, more multiplayer games, or just playing more, just let us know in the chat. We'd really like to hear from you, and we will, of course, read your comments during the episodes. Right, Burley?
Yes, we will.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely reach out. We do whenever we get the comments. We will read them on that episode or the next episode. So if you get them in time before we record the episode on Saturday, we will definitely read them live on recording.
And of course, we also have a Discord, and I have it here in the link below. So you can join our Arena Podcast Discord. So, of course, all of our community members are, of course, giving us comments as well. And yeah, you can come and join and have a discussion with us on video games, or on our Marvel series, our Star Wars series, all of our stuff that's up on Patreon as well. So, yeah, we have a lot of content over on Patreon as well, right, Burley? So we have our we have the podcast that goes up in early access for the first day, and then goes up to podcast services, and then it also goes up to our YouTube channel, which we're streaming on right now on the Arena Productions, as well as Extra Take. Extra Take is another special series, which is a supplement to the podcast, where we talk about a particular game. The last one we did was, I think, on Guardians of the Galaxy, right, Burley?
Yep. It was Guardians. On good old Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep. Yep. And we also do the Marvelous Marvel Discussion Arena, our last, of course, live stream up here on YouTube and on Twitch, was a discussion of Spider-Man No Way Home. So make sure to catch that out. Hit that like and subscribe button so you'll get notifications of when we go live. And of course, we also do Star Wars Republic, which is our series on Star Wars, which started with the Book of Boba Fett and Episode 2. We're going to be doing our reactions to that this week. So yeah, Burley, a lot of content, as well as our post shows that we do after each and every podcast episode on Saturdays. So lots of cool stuff, man. So hope you can join us for all of that. So, and of course, these live streams here, weekdays, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, of course, will be a video on demand on Twitch and on our YouTube channel. So our Twitch channel, of course, twitch.tv/thearena_podcast, and our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thearena productions. So, yeah, So tomorrow, Burley, we go at it again tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the first, hopefully, of many, 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 many episodes of the morning show. So, yeah. So glad to have you with us, man. So.
No, I'm glad to be here. Glad to be doing this. I can't wait to see what kind of comes out in the world of gaming news over the next couple of hours. So, see what we'll end up talking about tomorrow.
Yes, actually, that's exactly right. Yeah, looking forward to that. So, yeah. So for my co-host Burleman Gaming, I'm your host Expat, and we hope to catch you tomorrow morning for our next edition of the Arena Podcast Morning Show. So until then, take care, everyone on Twitch and on YouTube, and we will catch you tomorrow morning. So take care, everyone. Peace out.
Bye.
Burley, cut the feed.